Highland at the half. And we will be back with the second half after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 6.
The weather can be unpredictable in the tri-states. Tune into 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all the cancellations and delays affecting the tri-states. Cancellations and delays are presented by Avercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, or collision repair, we do it all. Avercamp Auto Body celebrating 10 years in business on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at avercampautobody.com.
Less calories and fat, and oh so delicious. It's what every light bread wants to be. Leave it to the bakers of Village Hearth to have the perfect recipes that pack goodness and flavor into every package while still keeping it trim. With Village Hearth light bread and buns, you can lighten up on the calories and fat without losing out on the great taste. There's simply more to savor and nothing to sacrifice. With our light wheat, light 12 grain, and light Italian bread and buns, there's a light, tasty favorite for everyone in the family. Village Hearth, baking our best for you.
In Game 6.
Carey Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. And now that we really have it running, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We apologize for the technical issue that we think is now fixed. We're brought to you by People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional friendly service. And Donnie's Tire and Auto. Call the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing service at 568-3014. 568-3014, your home for excellent car care is Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. There is one piece of news, but before this, the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. The other Highland game tonight, Schulzburg leading Highland in girls basketball, 26-12 at the half, and that is on Extreme 107.1. The piece of news, by the way, is that the WIA has approved for next season the first boys basketball co-op in the area, which will be Potosi and Cassville. So that'll start next season. Apparently Mike Uppana will be the coach next year. Chad Infield, who was a former teammate of Mike Uppana's when they both got to state the first time, will be involved with the program. We're certainly sure of that, but kind of interesting that a school that had 6 trips to state, I believe it was, and 3 state titles, but are now co-oping, though it just kind of, that's the way things are today in high school sports with small numbers of students. Anyway, 25-18, Potosi leads Highland at the half, starting the second half. And a pass over to the left wing. Chieftains are, let's see, what direction would that be? I think they're on the east side, which would be, if you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, will be to your right, I think. Meanwhile, a shot and a miss, actually to your left, and it's my right from the perspective of the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Here's Potosi with a basketball. This is Edge at the deep left wing, over to the deep right wing and post. Now Uppana with it at the right wing, and then back out to post. And now Edge with it, back to post. And over to Uppana at the right wing. Now Weber right at the point. Pass inside and laid up nicely, but missed. Offensive rebound, that doesn't go. Uppana, who missed the shot initially, but gets the basket on the rebound. And it's 27-18 with 16:48 left in the second half. Chieftains went about 6 minutes without a basket. Here's a three, meanwhile, from the corner. Bullseye for Bennett Smith. And Bennett Smith makes it 27-21, 90 seconds into the second half. At the deep right wing, Here's a handoff to Weber. Weber at the right wing, and a tipped pass in the air, and a foul. With 16:24 left of the second half. First foul of the second half is the second foul on Dreschmeyer. Mountain City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Jackson Oyen back in for Potosi. And here's a pass out to Post into the left wing, and Oyen. Oyen looking and then passes to Edge. Now back to Weber at the left wing. He goes to the corner. And then a pass out to the right wing, and Oyen did the circle route to get over there. Now Post did it. Right side of the lane. Jumper doesn't go for Post. And back comes Highland quickly up the floor. Smith. And then up top, Dreschmeyer for three. Rims out. Rebound grabbed briefly by Krasinger, but taken right back by the Chieftains. This is Oyen with it. Between the circles to Post. And then the handoff back to Edge. Now Oyen between the circles. And over to the right wing and up and out. Now the pass inside to Edge, backing in. The turnaround shot by Edge doesn't get the drop. Esser rebounds. He brings it up the floor, takes it all the way in, misses the shot. Weber there for the rebound, back the other way. And over at the left wing, it's Post. Passes to Edge, now over to the right wing and Weber. And into the corner for Edge. And he hands it off to Post, and Post puts up the jumper and gets it. From the side, 29-21, 3 minutes into the second half. Basket, and will not count, or does it? No, but there are free throws coming up with 14:57 left in the second half. And now one of the officials coming over to the official who's in the lane. They might be trying to decide who the foul is on. Scoreboard says Weber, his second, and Potosi's first. Apparently there's a player who's got a blood issue and he has to come out. That's the guy who's supposed to shoot the free throws, Krasinger. And now the discussion is over at the Highland bench. Havies Bar in Tennyson, by the way, proudly supports the Potosi basketball team and wishes all area student athletes good luck and a successful season. Havies Bar in Tennyson, where good times and good friends come together after the game. And now a timeout is called. I guess we'll keep it here. I don't think anybody actually called it. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference in Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb Platteville. Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center, kind of the trusted local pros. At Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. And with over 125 years of experience serving our customers' needs, the Benton State Bank and its branches, Shillsbury Community Bank, Tennyson, Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation putting the customer and community first. I guess it was a timeout for Highland that they called after all. They've got 3 left. And meanwhile, back at the foul line to shoot the free throws is Wes Krasinger, who is a 69% foul shooter, and he hits the first. It looked like he had some kind of problem with his hand. And they called the timeout to get it dealt with. And it is. And so the second free throw is good. 29-23. 6-point Potosi lead with 14:53 left of the second half. Oyen, and almost traveled, but gets it to up and up behind him. And now Weber with it right of the point. And Weber to the right wing. And then a bounce pass to the corner, and Weber. And he goes baseline, puts up the shot, got it blocked. And Smith comes up with a rebound. Here's Esser up the far side to Dreschmeyer for 3. Doesn't get it. And the rebound by Krasinger. Backdoor layup doesn't go. And Weber comes up with a rebound with 14:18 left in the second half. And now driving up, and lays it up, and a foul. And the foul, which is the second on the Cardinals, and it's also the second on Michael Esser. Sneedles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Scheider. It's for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sneedles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. And as Anderson River Charity Dubuque powered our audio stream. Anderson River Charity Dubuque, when you are ready. Free throw completes the three-point play, and it's 32-23. Potosi by 9. That's their largest lead with 14:04 left in the second half. Between the circles, Crazier pass to the corner. And Dressler now backing in is Esser. Turnaround, rolls off the rim. But he heads to the foul line with 13:55 left in the second half. And the foul is on Post, his first, and the second on the Chieftains in the second half. First free throw good. 32-24. Esser at the foul line this year, 69%. Second free throw bounces in, and it's 32-25. Chieftains by 7. 13:50 left second half. Left wing, Groom, pass, Alpina gets it underneath the Groom, and a foul with 13:47 left in the second half. That'll be the third on Esser and the third on the Cardinals, and the first free throw good for Groom to make it 33-25. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PEC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. And the second free throw is good. And it's 34-25 with 13:40 left in the second half. Pass out over to the left wing and into Dreschmeyer. The handoff, the steal in the lane. Uppina ends up with it. And now at the left wing is Post. Quickly inside, Groom all alone, and he lays it in. Groom from Post, 36-25, and now 11 is the largest lead for the Chieftains. Keep in mind, both of these teams, other than Potosi losing to Highland, their only losses are to bigger schools and schools that have been ranked at one point. Highland's only loss is to Darlington, and Potosi's only other loss is to Platteville. And then meanwhile, the jumper for two for Terrell, Terrell makes it 36-27, 12:48 left in the second half. Up top to Oyen, to the foul line, and Uppina now to the right wing. And Groom looking and gets it now back in, lays it up, and a miss for Uppina. And quickly back the other way. This is a lob underneath, and then the ball stolen once again. And back the other way, driving and scoring is Oliver Post. And it's 38-27 with 12:14 left in the second half. Landis Newberry, by the way, 6-foot junior in the game for the Cardinals. He's averaging 2 points per game. Here's Terrell with it. Over to Dreschmeyer at the deep right wing. Back to Terrell at the left wing to pass to the corner. And then lobbed inside to Newberry. Now, battle for the ball. Actually, Caden Washa back in the game also. 3 from the top, no good. And trying to save it. Well, actually, it works out for Highland. Esser was, Krasinger was trying to save the ball. It was actually off one of the Chieftains, so Highland gets the ball back. 11:45 left in the second half, but Potosi with an 11-point lead, 38-27. Dreschmeyer now pass to the corner, and then going in and then back out. That was Newberry with it. And then a tip in the lane and a foul with 11:29 left in the second half. And Potosi's third foul will be the second on Isaiah Groom. Ball inbounded, and it was tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Edge. They call a foul there, or? Well, one of the officials had something to tell Mike Uppana, I guess. So they'll re-inbound from the side of the basket. And here's the inbounds pass. And I'll bring it out as Terrell. Terrell back and a whistle well away from the ball. 3 seconds in the lane on Highland with 11:22 left in the second half. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect name for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. At the left wing, it's Groom. Potosi with an 11-point lead as we near 11 minutes left in the second half. Post driving, misses the shot. Foul under the basket is going to be on Potosi with 11:03 left in the second half. That's going to be on Weber, his third, and the fourth on the Chieftains. Russell Law Offices, Kieler Assistants, your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin Russell Law Offices. Weber just came out. Uppana replaced him after a brief rest. Drive pass to the corner, and then over up top. And faking the shot was Washup. Now at the right side of the lane. Ball is tipped. Ball is stolen. Edge comes up with it, and then stolen right back. And now Washup takes it in, misses the shot. And a dive for the rebound for the loose ball and a traveling call with 10:35 left in the second half. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. And Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. This is Dreschmeyer. 10:21 left, second half. 11-point Potosi lead, their largest in the game. Drive by Dreschmeyer and a foul with 10:14 left in the second half. That'll be on Groom, his third foul now, just after he got his second about 45 seconds ago. 5 fouls on the Chieftains. And Dreschmeyer, a 64% foul shooter, misses the first. He does get another. We're brought to you by Mound City Bank's Total Line of Credit, which allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Second of 2 free throws goes in. One of 2 makes it 38-28. 10-point Potosi lead as we near 10 minutes left in the second half. Here's a pass to Post, number 10, speaking of which. And he brings it out to the right wing. And then behind him, I know we'll not have a number 9 out there. Meanwhile, up into the foul line, shot doesn't go. Volleyball for the rebound. Krasinger comes up with it. And it's brought up by Esser, who drives in, lays it up, basket and a foul. With 9:42 left in the second half. The foul will be on Post, his second, and team foul number 6 on the Chieftains. And the free throw completes the 3-point play, and suddenly it's a 7-point game, 38-31. This is all in with it. Left of the point. 2 in the left wing, and Frederick, who's back in the game. He directs traffic from there, kind of a 4-corner looking setup. Pretty sure they're not pulling it out at this point. Way too much time for that. And coming over to get it is Post. Now at the left wing, it's Frederick. Now picked up by Post again. Now on the opposite side, Oyen fakes a pass. Bounce pass to Uppana, who comes to get it. And over at the left wing is Post. Goes to the top of the silo and hands it off. Well, Chieftains are turning some time off the clock. looking for a shot that Highland's defense is not permitting, and meanwhile, a foul right on the, or a timeout actually. Timeout for Potosi with 8:55 left in the second half. 38-31, Chieftains over Highland. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 7.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 7.
8:45 left in the second half. Chieftains missed the shot, and Highland came down, and free throws now for Landis Newberry, and he misses the first. Newberry on the season now 2 of 4 from the foul line. The foul, the second on Jackson Oyen. 17 fouls, so free throws the rest of the way. In contrast to the first half, there's a big foul disparity in Highland's benefit. They have just 3 team fouls versus 7 now for Potosi, but as the second free throw is a miss, rebound by Esser. He puts it up and puts it in. And just like that, it's 38-33 with 8:36 left in the second half. That's an interesting way to get 2 points. Over at the left wing now, pass to the corner. And then back out. And now at the left wing is Weber. Weber looking inside, man-to-man defense. Well, sort of hard to tell. Looked like it's kind of a little man-to-man in a little zone there. So it must be a zone sort of. Weber, or actually up and it hits the floor in front of Post, who had the ball. And that is going to be the 4th foul on Esser. With 8:07 left. Also team foul number 4. That's big, obviously, for to lose a guy for some amount of time who's averaging 16 a game. Over at the right wing, Weber. And the pass to the right side of the lane. There, nice give and go from Groom to Weber. And it's 40-33, kind of opposite of football. And meanwhile, Chieftains get it back. Groom came up with it. Now driving on the baseline, blocked from above. Weber gets it back off his miss. And then in the lane, Uppidum misses the shot. Battle underneath. And a fight for it. And a basket will not count. They're going to call, I think, 3 seconds on Potosi. Chieftains thought there should have been a foul there. So back the other way, here's Dreschmeyer over to the right wing. Krasinger has the ball swiped away, pickpocketed by Uppidum, who takes it all the way in for 2. And it's 42-33 with 7:11 left in the second half. And a foul. And what is this on? That'll be the 18th foul on the Chieftains. We know that, and it's going to be Isaiah Groom's 4th foul. So he's got 4, and Esser has 4. And I don't know why they're setting up outside, because that's the 18th foul. It wasn't an offensive foul, so it should be free throws. And they have fixed that. Esser to the foul line. No, that's not. That's Krasinger at the foul line, 24, not 2. And the first free throw is good to make it 42-34. Davies Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi basketball team and wishes its area student athletes good luck in a successful season. Davies Bar in Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. Both free throws good, 42-35. Potosi by a touchdown, and now more as Frederick, number 44, makes it 44-35, and we're under 7 minutes left in the second half. Driving the lane and a foul. And free throws with 6:53 left in the second half. That'll be the third foul on Post. 9 team fouls now on Potosi. And again, I believe Highland had 10 in the first half, and the Chieftains only had 4. First free throw good by Terrell. Terrell came into the game a 53% foul shooter, 44-36, 44-37. No problem with free throws there. 6:50 left, second half. Brought up by Weber. Goes to the right wing. Weber back the other way and then gets it over to Uppana. And Uppana to Post, right elbow. Passes and then back out. And the three off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound by Frederick. Now Uppana in the lane. His shot. He got hit. Put up the shot. Scored anyway. And he'll go to the foul line. That was not a continuation play. The foul on Kresinger, his third. And 5 team fouls on the Cardinals. And Uppana will try to complete the three-point play. He just powered through the foul, basically. Misses the free throw. And a battle for it. The Chieftains come up with it. And a pass underneath and one-handed up and good. And that was Uppana again. And it's 48-37, and just like that, Potosi has its 11-point lead back. And then a shot underneath, and Post comes up with a rebound as we hit 6 minutes left. And an 11-point Potosi lead. The team that is really rooting for Potosi tonight also is River Ridge, of course, as there's an errant pass and a turnover. The standings coming into tonight in the Six Rivers West: Highland 12-0, Potosi 10-1, and River Ridge 10-2. River Ridge is playing Cassville, so the race will tighten if Potosi holds on here. And then driving, and the turnaround shot doesn't go for Terrell. Actually, Washa, and back the other way. Here's a pass for Weber, and then back out. Oyen thought about the three and decides better of it. Frederick now over to the left wing and edge. Weber left side of the lane. Looks around, passes out to the corner. And now back out to Frederick. 5:13 left, second half. 48-37 Potosi. Drive inside, fake one way, going the other, and putting it in, Dawson Weber. 50-37. Largest lead now. 13 for Potosi with 5 minutes left. And the foul will send Kresinger to the line. That'll be the 4th foul on Weber. And now 10 team fouls. So I guess this is where you find out how deep you are. And the first free throw good. 50-38. So you have Esser with 4 fouls, and you have Weber with 4 fouls. Second free throw, that one is good. 50-39, 5 minutes remaining in the second half. Ryan Hill pointing at something on the floor, although I think that could be directions to his own team. Yeah, Esser with 4 fouls. And Weber with 4 fouls. I thought somebody else did, but I think that's it. Now over at the right wing, Frederick. 4:48 left, second half. 11-point Potosi lead. Oyen at the left wing. Now passes underneath to Groom. Has his shot blocked out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Chieftains with an inbounds pass coming in from the corner. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference. Community First Bank, CFBank.com, member FDIC. Aaron, inbound pass, tipped away. And so they'll move to the other side for the Potosi throw-in. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative color mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Here is Frederick between the circles. 4:30 left, second half. And now Frederick at the right wing and gets it to Groom. Groom's got 4 fouls also, now that I think about it. Now Frederick. Now over to Oyen. Oyen between the circles, goes to Frederick at the right wing. And out along the arc, and then back out, and then over to Post at the left wing. And they're just running motion right now. Oyen up top. Oyen almost had it stolen away, and there was some contact that kind of prompted the almost turnover there. And 3:57 left, that foul. 6th on Highland, and who is this on? Well, it can't be on. Oh, it's now they've got it fixed. It is Terrell, his second foul. Post passes and a steal. Highland comes up with it. And up the far side, Dreschmeyer, now the pass. And over at the right wing, trying to pass at a timeout. Timeout called by Highland. We'll keep it here. 3:40 left second half, 50-39. Potosi, well, we're going to call a timeout. 3:40 left second half, 50-39. Potosi over Highland, back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 8.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
It's the Start Something New sales event going on now at Turpin Motors. Financing as low as 0% with approved credit. Save over $13,000 on a 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Lone Star Crew 4x4. Over $7,000 off a 2024 Dodge Hornet GT all-wheel drive. Plus 8 2024 Ram ProMasters over $10,000 off. See their large inventory and year-end specials at TurpinDodge.com. See Turpin for details on specific models and requirements. No payments till April during the Start Something New sales event at Turpin Dodge Ram and Jeep, JFK and Dodge Street, Dubuque.
In game 8.
And when you need tires for what you just bought at Turpin, Dodge Tire in Highland is your local neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Dodge Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. And Cardinals call a timeout and then promptly turn the ball over. They have 2 timeouts left. Potosi with 3, 50-39 Potosi, 3:35 left second half. Clock never started. And now another timeout? Huh. Well, the Chieftains end up calling a timeout to prevent a turnover. So 2 timeouts left. We'll finish how that goes. 10 fouls on Potosi, so Highland in the super bonus. Next foul for Highland puts Potosi in the super bonus. 2 timeouts left each way. And the possession arrow is obscured from my view. And I can't tell from the screen either. So, well, I'll find out together. Actually, I think it's on, or the possession arrow is pointing at Potosi. The other thing to keep in mind, 4 fouls for Weber and 4 fouls for Groom for Potosi, and Esser with 4 fouls for Highland. 3:35 left second half. 50-39 Potosi, and out to Weber bringing it up, or Post, excuse me. Now the pass underneath, now they'll bring it out. And here's a pass over the right wing, and driving in and getting the basket is Oliver Post. And it's 52-39. I think that's the Chieftains' largest lead now. And meanwhile, Potosi gets the steal, and now with the ball with 3:07 left in the second half. Double team near half court. Groom gets it. Groom to the left wing and Weber, or to Uppida. Now Uppida gets it, or Groom gets it. Fumbles the ball, gets it over to Edge. Edge to the baseline, and a foul with 2:49 left in the second half, and to the foul line we go. Both directions. And that is it for Esser. He is fouled out. His night's done. And with over 125 years of experience serving our customers' needs, the Benton State Bank and its branches, Charlesburg Community Bank, and the Tennyson Potosi Community Bank have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. First free throw, good for Edge, 52 or 53, now 54-39. And the Chieftains pulling away here with 2:47 left. Quickly underneath, laid up and in for Dreschmeyer to make it 54-41. And here is Weber with the 4 fouls with it. And he looks and gets it over to Edge. Quick pass underneath, and all alone underneath was Aiden Uppida. 56-41, 2:20 left. Dreschmeyer right at the point. He'll put it up for 3. Off the rim, and the rebound to post with 2:11 left in the second half. And getting out of there with a little problem handling the ball was Weber, but now the Chieftains have it. Nearly a steal at half court. Uppida with it. Pitches underneath the Weber. Now to the corner, 1:58 left. And everybody meeting over there, and a foul with a minute, well, no, a timeout. Chieftains call a timeout to prevent a turnover there with a minute 55 left. We'll keep it here and tell you that today's game brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. And Havey's Bar in Tennyson, proudly supporting the Potosi basketball team. They wish all area student athletes good luck and a successful season. Havey's Bar in Tennyson, where good friends and good times come together after the game. We'll have the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show, including the Tricor Turning Point, once we figure out what that is. Got another big basketball game tomorrow night. River Ridge and Argyle Pecatonica from Blanchardville at 7 on Extreme 107.1. Actually, we got a bunch of basketball tomorrow. We'll tell you that in the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post game. We're brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. 1 timeout left for Potosi, 2 for Highland. Cardinals in the super bonus, Chieftains in the bonus. Esser has fouled out. Chieftains have Weber, who's inbounding, and Groom, 4 fouls each, but the Chieftains have the lead, 56-41. Quick inbounds pass, and then into the corner. The Chieftains student section again obscuring the view from the Wolf Construction broadcast table, and held ball and a traveling call with a minute 44 left. But the Chieftains, who have not lost since December 17th, that game to Platteville where they were a victim of the 15-0 Platteville run after they had an 11-point lead, but they're going to win another one here. And laying it up, Dreschmeyer misses. Another shot and a foul with 90 seconds left. And 2 free throws coming up, and now Weber has fouled out. They get the 15-20 second timeout to substitute a player, and Krasinger will be at the foul line, or he is at the foul line waiting for all of this. Jackson Oyen back in. Certainly one thing that Potosi can credit with a win is their bench play. Groom, meanwhile, still out there with 4 fouls, but they've had Frederick with significant minutes and Oyen with significant minutes, and didn't really lose anything there, which is fortunate. Gavin Shemek back in for Highland. First free throw good, 56-42. Potosi by 2 touchdowns. And now it's 56-43 and another timeout. This one I think we'll take. 90 seconds left, 56-43. Potosi over Highland back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 9.
Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
Spring isn't here yet, but it will be soon, and so will many spring projects for home and business owners. Now is the perfect time to get in front of your potential customers at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Eckstein Exhibit Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Reserve your space now by contacting your Queen Bee Radio sales rep or call Jen Casper for more information at 608-349-2000. The Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd in Lancaster.
In game 9.
90 seconds left, 56-43. Potosi leading Highland. About to give the Cardinals their first Six Rivers loss of the year and just their second of the whole season. Here is Post with it. Each team down to 1 timeout left. And a foul. Groom will go to the foul line. The Potosi fans, the Potosi student section, were doing that chant that starts with, in their case, if you're a Chieftain fan. I did not hear the rest. The way it's supposed to be is stand up and clap your hands, or at least that's the original. Of course, in Cuba City back in the 90s, foul, by the way, on Crazier, that's his 4th. And the first free throw for Groom drops in, 57-43. In Cuba City in the 90s, the Cuba City student section, which was always fun to watch, regardless of your rooting interest, their line was, if you're a insert team name here fan, go out and start your van. When they were on the way to winning, of course, they were winning a lot of games in those days. Both free throws good, 58-43, 15-point lead, now a 13-point lead, as laying it up underneath good is Terrell, and we're inside a minute, 58-45, and Uppana fouled with 53.5 seconds left. Keep in mind, of course, that both of these teams are in the same half sectional, so this is not necessarily the last meeting between these two teams. Bennett Smith called for his 3rd foul, 9th on the Chieftains, or the Cardinals. First free throw good by Uppana, 59-45. Second free throw, in and out. Still 59-45, 50 seconds left. Over at the right wing, pass inside and laid up and in, and a foul with 43.2 left. And Krasinger, as the foul, let's see, Shemek back in. That foul is on Edge, his 2nd. And the free throw completes the 3-point play. And it's 59-48 with 43 seconds left. Full court pressure, of course, by the Cardinals. And the Chieftains able to beat it. And the pass over to Edge, who has to dive to get it or jump up to get it, and is fouled with 34.3 left. And that foul is on Dreschmeyer, his 3rd, and now everybody is in the super bonus. And the first free throw good for Edge to make it 60-48. Highland goes to Schulzberg on Tuesday. And the second free throw good. 61-48. And Potosi will host Southwestern Monday night. And we'll have that game for you right here on 97.7 Country WGLR. Meanwhile, basket good and a foul or a timeout. 26.4 left. Meanwhile, final score on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Shullsburg a winner over Highland in girls basketball tonight, 55-35. That was on Extreme 107.1. So we'll have Southwestern at Potosi, two ranked teams, different conference, same division, and that is definitely a playoff possible meeting after this. That'll be Monday night at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Meanwhile, we'll have a doubleheader Monday night with Cuba City and Platteville. Two leaders in their respective conferences. Girls at 5:40 on Extreme 107.1. Boys after that on Super Hits 106. 25.4 seconds left. One timeout left for Potosi, and Highland is done with timeouts. And trying to get the ball in. 61. Well, now they are done with timeouts because they just called their last timeout. Well, I suppose you can't take them to next ball game. So what else do we have for you? Let's see. We have coming up on Saturday, we have Badger basketball as let's see, tomorrow before that, Darlington and Mineral Point, 7 o'clock tomorrow night on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Do I have to say that's a big game in the SWAL? Also, Cuba City at Fenimore at 7 on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And as mentioned, girls basketball, River Ridge and Argyle Pecatonica at 7 on Extreme 107.1. Saturday, Badger basketball at Northwestern at noon on AM 1590 WPVL. Then the Cubans Hillman doubleheader, 5:40 on Extreme 107.1. After that on Super Hits 106. And Southwestern at Potosi and boys basketball at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And then, because we like doubleheaders so much, we have another one on Tuesday. Fenimore Lancaster boys, followed by Potosi Cassville and Lancaster girls. Here is the bomb pass, and chasing down to get it. And Oyen is fouled with 24.4 seconds left. And as often happens, the last minute or so is taking forever. Foul on Dreschmeyer, his fourth. Oyen shoots two, misses the first. Chieftains will go up to 11-1. A half game behind Highland's 12-1. And the second free throw is good, one of two. Makes it 62-50, 20 seconds left. And the right wing three for Terrell bounced in. Washa gets it. And another foul. The basket makes it 62-53. And then back the other way. Another foul. Aided up and up to the foul line. That'll be the first on Washa, and he hits the first. And one more free throw coming up, and that's good. Aided up with his pair, 64-53. 10 seconds left. Washa for three. Bullseye! 64-56, but that's going to be too little too late for the Cardinals. A foul with 1.7 seconds left. And this one on Terrell, his third. First free throw, no good. For Post, he'll shoot another. Hits a second, 65-56, and that is the final score. Highland drops to 12-1, still in first in the Six Rivers West, 14-2 overall. And Highland goes to Shullsburg on Tuesday. Potosi again, 12-2, 11-1, with a huge non-conference game here against Southwestern Monday night. We'll have on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 65-56. Potosi beats Highland. More after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR.
In game 10.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
The weather can be unpredictable in the tri-states. Tune into 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all the cancellations and delays affecting the tri-states. Cancellations and delays are presented by Abercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Abercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, or collision repair, we do it all. Abercamp Auto Body celebrating 10 years in business on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at abercampautobody.com.
In game 10.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. Potosi beats Highland tonight 65-56. Cardinals still in first, but they're down to a half-game lead now in the Six Rivers West over the Chieftains. And we'll be back with the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame 3 minutes.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Does that number calling you look familiar, but you aren't sure if you know them? It could be a scam using spoofing. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deborah Rukoff. Spoofing is a way scammers make it look like an area number, or even a number you know, is calling you. In reality, they could be hundreds or thousands of miles away. Scam calls are after one thing, your information. Prevent a crime before it happens. Keep your personal information private and hang up if you suspect it's a scam.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. DLN is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this information. Like me, they can make a real difference in someone's life. DLN makes it easy.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. That's willyouseeone.org.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease? Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How about the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey,
Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Parents, we know we can't protect our kids from everything. Eventually, they're going to bump their heads or scrape their knees. But we can protect them from 6 types of cancer. HPV, or human papillomavirus, is a common preventable virus that can cause cancer later in life. The HPV vaccine prevents human papillomavirus and all the cancers it can cause. The American Cancer Society recommends getting your sons and daughters the HPV vaccine starting at age 9 to protect them later in life.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. The Potosi Chieftains come up with a big win tonight over the Highland Cardinals, 65-56. And the Chieftains stopped the winning streak of Highland for one thing, and although Highland is still in first place, they are now at 12-1, Potosi at 11-1, and River Ridge at 11-2. Because, spoiler alert, River Ridge won tonight over Castro 61-36. We'll get scores on the shoebox scoreboard in a little bit. Presented, of course, by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. But first, let us go through the scoring in the basketball game. And let's see how that goes. Potosi is led in scoring tonight with Aiden Uppida, 24 points this evening. And then it's Oliver Post with 13, Isaiah Groom with 10, and he avoided the 5th foul. And then after that, 6 points for Dawson Weber, 5 points for Aaron Edge, and 1 point for actually 6 points for Alex Frederick. He had a nice night tonight off the bench. And then 1 point for Jackson Oyen. Potosi mostly did the job from the foul line, 21 of 30. Among other things, they got to the foul line, 30 times. And certainly Bo Ryan would be appreciative of that. Highland led in scoring tonight by Jack Terrell with 12 points, and then 11 points for 3 players. Michael Esser before he fouled out. Caden Washa off the bench, and also Wes Krasinger. And then 8 points for John Dreschmeyer, 3 points for Bennett Smith. In a game where nobody shot very well. And actually, the Cardinals shot even better at the foul line, 18 of 22. That's really good from the foul line, but nobody really shot very well from the field, and there were a lot of turnovers. That's the sort of thing that does happen in a game like this, of course. Big rivalry, big game for first place, and so on. Which brings us to the Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. And remember that Potosi had a 7-2 lead at one point, and then suddenly a 10-0 run gave Highland a 12-7 lead. But Potosi battled back to tie it at 15 with 5:15 left in the first half. From that point on until the end of the half, the Chieftains outscored Highland 10-3, and they took a 7-point lead at the half 25-18. And although it did not feel that way during the game, actually, from what I see here, it looks like Highland never got closer than that. So the Chieftains were able to push the lead out far enough and didn't give much opportunity for a comeback for the Cardinals. And so Potosi gets the win, and now they are a half game out of first. And again, the standings at this point in the Six Rivers Weston boys basketball, Highland at 12-1, Potosi at 11-1, and River Ridge at 11-2. Suffice to say, that is going to be a big finish. At any rate, we will return to wrap up the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame and our broadcast. Tell you what else is going on after a run through the shoebox scoreboard with a lot of scores. Potosi beats Highland tonight in boys basketball 65-56. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
You couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. It looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America believes the veterans who've served and sacrificed deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to homes, communities, meaningful employment, and the veterans' benefits they've earned. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PVA in fighting for theirs at pva.org.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Carey Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. Potosi the winner tonight over Highland 65-56 in Six Rivers West boys basketball. Also on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Also in the Six Rivers tonight, River Ridge over Cassville 61-36, and that means again Highland now 12-1, Potosi 11-1, and River Ridge 11-2. That's pretty close. Obviously in the Six Rivers West race tonight. Also in the SWC tonight, Platteville a winner over Richland Center 84-48. Lancaster over River Valley 72-54. Dodgeville over Prairie du Chien 78-65. So it's Platteville at 6-0, Lancaster 4-2, and River Valley 3-3. And then actually Dodgeville also 3-3. Richland Center is 2-4, and Prairie du Chien is still looking to win a game. That's kind of amazing. Meanwhile, in girls basketball today in the Six Rivers, Shullsburg a winner over Highland tonight, 55-35. That was on 97.7 Country, or that was on Extreme 107.1. That win means that Belmont and Shullsburg are tied for first now in the Six Rivers West, each at 7-3. And tomorrow night, Shullsburg goes to Judah, And Belmont goes to Blackhawk. And so that is how that goes. We are now joined, by the way, we'll give him, it's fancy. We're not going to have a microphone. We'll give you a headset. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So we are joined now, and sorry for the tight fit, but we're joined now by Highland coach Ryan Hill. Thanks for joining us. A tough ball game, and kind of one of those games where it's not surprising when nobody shoots very well, but what did you feel the difference was tonight?
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Potosi. I mean, they're obviously an excellent team, and they took us out of our game tonight. They played well defensively, and, yeah, we struggled to score. I mean, you were watching it. We missed several easy shots, several close ones, several bunnies. But they're physical, and they force you to do that. And I think we lost the rebound battle tonight, so I think that was kind of the story. They played great defensively, and we struggled to score. Yeah,
the other thing that's interesting is your schedule's been kind of home-loaded in the front half. Among other things, you beat River Ridge at your place. Now you got to go to River Ridge, and that's not an easy place to play a little bit later on.
Yeah, that's a few weeks down the road, but we're just going to, learn from this one here tonight. We're going to have a great practice tomorrow, and then we got to go to Shullsburg, young team that's improving next Tuesday. So, it's one game at a time. I guess the good thing is we're still tied for first with Potosi now. So we still we can kind of control our own destiny here.
Yeah.
And take care of things. But it's a one game at a time, and I think the guys respond in the locker room. They want to come out tomorrow and get after things.
Yeah. One other thing, and this is an interesting thing in this year because there's 19 games in your conference schedule. It used to be 10 or 12 actually in the Six Rivers. How does that affect your coaching? Because you're hardly playing anybody non-conference. Yeah. Every night's a conference game, it seems.
Yeah, and there's never an easy night in high school basketball, and those conference is pretty tough, and we got to play everybody on the East, and we have to go to Albany next Friday, and we got a Barneville team coming up, and those teams are playing well at times, and there's no nights off, so you got to prepare. That's why we're trying not to look too far ahead as far as down the road at River Ridge, and we just got to take care of the game in front of us.
They have to win games or make sure that game means something.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, and have a safe trip back to Highland. We'll see you later because we're doing Highland River Ridge later on.
All right. Well, appreciate you covering us, Steve.
Okay. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Ryan Hill, the Highland coach. Thanks for coming over. Don't like to talk about a loss, obviously, but it is a long season, and Potosi comes up with a win tonight, 65-56 over Highland tonight. And I believe we will now move on. I think we've got all the scores in the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, because 97.7 Country Nights is waiting to come on. So we'll tell you that we have coming up tomorrow, boys basketball, Darlington at Mineral Point, right back here, 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Quebe Radio Sports YouTube channel. Boys basketball, Cuba City at Fenmore, 7 on Super, it's 106, and the Quebe Radio Sports YouTube channel. And girls basketball, Big Six Rivers game, River Ridge and Argyle Pecatonica from Peck at 7 on Extreme 107.1. Saturday, Badger basketball, they are at Northwestern at noon on AM 5090 WPBL. Then Monday, we got a bunch of stuff. Doubleheader in Platteville, Cuba City in Platteville. Girls at 5:40 on Extreme 107.1. Boys at 7 or thereabouts on on Super, it's 106. And huge game Monday night, Southwestern at Potosi, right back here at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Then we have another doubleheader coming up. Fenimore at Lancaster, boys at 5:40 Tuesday on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And then girls, Potosi Cassville at Lancaster at 7 on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And a ton of stuff after that, but we'll get to that later. RJ Osterhaus is our sports director. Rob Spangler is our program director. Tyler Dictanis, our digital program director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to Mark Seeger, to the staff at Potosi High School. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR. Lancaster, Potosi, the winner tonight over Shullsburg 65 to 56. For the Wolf Construction broadcast table, I'm Steve Prestigard. 97.7 Country Nights is next. We'll see you for more basketball tomorrow.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster. Serving Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and